This is episode 42 of the Arts Academy podcast with Victor Varnado and Roxxy Haze. How to live stream using Streamyard.
Welcome to the Arts Academy podcast, brought to you by the New York Alt Arts Academy. I am Dean Victor Varnado. We try to teach you everything we possibly can about entertainment and the arts. And to my screen left is Deputy Headmistress Roxxy Haze. She wrote her name in all caps like she's yelling for some reason.
Deputy Headmistress Roxxy Haze! I was really excited about education.
What's up with her internet etiquette? Anyway, that's Deputy Headmistress Roxxy Haze. Today, we're going to be talking about how to live stream using Streamyard. Great. And I'll tell you why this is a great subject for us, because we live stream a lot of our programming from our parent company through Streamyard. So Streamyard, we use it every week to do the Arts Academy podcast. And I can tell you how we set it up and then what your choices are with Streamyard. First of all, you should know that Streamyard looks great when using it for a live stream. You can brand it. You can have all these bells and whistles. You can put people on and off the screen. You can change the way that the screen is laid out. For instance, like we can be in different setups, and it's just a push button interface. However, some of the higher aspects you don't get until you do a paid membership. Let's talk really quick about what the different memberships are. So first of all, you have a free membership, which costs you $0. It is indeed free, but there are some constraints. Here's what you get. When you have a $0 membership, a free membership, first of all, you can't do your own branding. Your branding is Streamyard. So Streamyard branding appears in your stream, much in the same way that Zoom branding appears in Zoom when you're using Zoom for a live stream, especially when you're using a free version. And then there are streaming limits. So basically, you can stream up to 20 hours per month on the free plan. So if you're just doing a podcast, that's actually plenty. If you're doing like a live streaming series that may stream for several hours every day, you're going to have to pay for it. And then also on screen, the number of participants that you can have at any one time is 6. So you can have 6 people on screen at one time with the free version. That's actually plenty. You can do a lot with that, especially if you're recording a podcast remotely. You don't need anything more than the free version, because even though they have branding, visual branding on the video version of your stream, when you download the audio, of course, there's no branding on it because it's audio. So if you're doing a podcast, I would suggest that you might use Streamyard. What questions do you have about Streamyard and what platform? Oh, this is Rachel. She works with our company. She's awesome-ish. Anyway, so she's got a couple of questions that people might ask, and we're going to answer them as we go down through this anyway. All right. So what's Streamyard good for? So I like Streamyard to do branded live streams. So I pay the $25 a month for the second plan. Actually, we haven't even finished talking about the second plan. So the second plan is called the basic plan, which is $25 a month. This is the one that I use. What you get with $25 a month is you can have no branding from Streamyard on your stream, so you can actually brand it yourself. You get unlimited streaming, so you can stream just as much as you want to. You can have up to 10 people on screen at one time. We haven't even done that yet. That's a lot of people. I haven't used 10 people on screen. You can put on your own logo, your own overlays. You can put in custom backgrounds. You can also do custom streaming destinations. We'll talk about that in a minute. You can get a maximum recording of 4 hours per stream, and you can multi-stream up to 3 destinations. Oh, you know what? Maybe actually, I might be doing the professional because it says with the basic version you can stream to 3 platforms at a time, but I often stream to 5 platforms at a time. So I must be doing the professional version. Let's talk very quickly about the professional version. The professional version is $49 a month. That's billed monthly, and you get no branding, unlimited streaming, 10 people on screen. The places where it differs from the basic brand is you can record up to 8 hours per stream. You can stream in full 1080p HD. Previous to the previous packages were only 720p, and you can also multi-stream to up to 8 destinations. So that is something. The most popular one is the basic one. All right, so those are the different formats that you can get for your pricing plan. But let's talk about what StreamYard is good for. StreamYard is great for live streaming shows. I think it's also great for making YouTube videos that are close to being edited by the time you're done. Like when you're doing a YouTube video, you're going to have to add your logo. You might have to cut between people. But with StreamYard, what you can do is you can actually live edit. So like if I wanted to talk and then I wanted to switch to Deputy Headmistress Roxxy Haze, we could have a conversation. So for instance, like, hey, Roxy, your hair wasn't blue yesterday. What's going on?
Yes, it was. I probably had a thing on. I like to put hair wraps on. So
okay.
I'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm lazy. So it's just
all
a
right.
thing
Well,
to do when you're lazy.
No, thank you.
Ooh,
all right. So you see, like with StreamYard, you can switch back and forth. If you're listening in the audio version only, what I was just doing was I was doing live switching back and forth with the camera angles, which you can do with StreamYard, which is actually pretty nifty. And even with StreamYard, you can, for instance, you can stream not only your stream, but if I wanted to, I could actually use my phone as a second angle. So I could stream from StreamYard from my computer, and then I could also log into StreamYard with my phone and then switch between those angles. So if I actually wanted to do a full like multi-camera shoot with StreamYard, I totally could. The sound might not match up exactly as I wanted to, but if the multi-camera was aimed at something where there's no lip sync happening, then you're good. Like if I was demonstrating something with crafts with my hand, I could totally do that with StreamYard and cut back and forth. Also with StreamYard, you can use it for your podcasts. So the audio from StreamYard is pretty good. Sometimes you may have trouble if people are talking over each other because then StreamYard tries to choose who should be the loudest. But if that's not the case, the audio usually sounds very, very good. So you can use it for your podcast as well. I've also used StreamYard to stream games, streaming old school games, which is a lot of fun, where I shared my screen. Plus, I had my face on screen and streamed old school games. I know, have you used StreamYard for some projects too, don't you, Roxy?
Yeah, I've been using it for almost all of the live streams I've been doing, except for like maybe 1 or 2 things I do on Twitch. But most of the stuff I've been using StreamYard.
Oh, so that's actually a change for you because you didn't use it, right?
Yeah, I was doing, at first I was doing everything in OBS, which is way more complicated. I started switching once I started having multiple guests because it was just easier. Because at first what I was doing was using Zoom to OBS, and it was just way too complicated trying to make stuff fit. So this is easy. It's really easy. People just type their names in. I don't have to make the banners and all that extra stuff. I can just have them type it in. It's way easier.
StreamYard is great for that. What the thing I like about StreamYard most for guests is it's just a link and it runs in their browser, whether it's their phone or their laptop or their desktop computer. It really dumbs it down and takes care of everything so that your grandma could probably log into StreamYard if she was down for following instructions. As we know, a lot of grandmas will look at lettering on just a screen, not even read it, and be like, I can't do it. At least that would be my grandmother. And StreamYard, if you're streaming with StreamYard, one thing that it does have is it has what I call a green room. So basically, people can join your stream and not be on screen yet, and you can move people on and off screen, and your audience won't hear anything from the people normally if they're off screen. There are some occasions which you can actually, there are some occasions which people can be heard when they're off screen, but in StreamYard, the way you do that is you have your regular screen, which is at the top, which you see what your live stream transmission is. Directly below that are buttons which are layouts for the screen. So one layout has like a picture of a silhouetted person, and that means that it will solo to one person on screen. And then there's people side by side in another set of silhouettes. And then there's also just different formations of how the boxes are. So the boxes can either be like square boxes, or they can be vertical boxes, or there can be one person big, one person small boxes. There's all kinds of different ways that you can the StreamYard can be laid out, and they have those layouts for you just below. So you for instance can be streaming on StreamYard and then have a person who is in your green room but not on screen, and they can actually be controlling everything for you, which is actually an awesome way. We do one of our weekend shows, NYC Talent Show, where it runs and looks almost like a TV broadcast because we have somebody who's doing all the switching in the background. And the switching includes the people who are on screen, but also switching with the shared screen. So we can have a screen where we have a screen where we draw things and people get to guess who are online. So a person who's behind the scenes can do all that switching for you. Another thing that's really good about StreamYard is when you are using StreamYard and you're streaming to multiple platforms, most platforms that StreamYard streams to, it can collect the comments from those platforms and then show them to you right on your dashboard screen for StreamYard. And not only that, you can take those comments. We just saw one that said another good topic from Brandon, and you can take those topics, you can click on them, and then they can appear on your stream, so you can call out people who are watching. So with StreamYard, for instance, I've streamed to Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook all at the same time, and then anybody who comments, their profile picture and a icon for the platform that they're commenting from shows up within my StreamYard dashboard. And then StreamYard allows me to either take their comment and put it up on screen, like the comment that some of you might be seeing that says feel free to ask questions, or I can respond to them within my dashboard. I can either respond to all platforms at once, or I can pick which platform I want to send my response to, so that anybody who's on whatever platform, you can continue to interact with them in a pretty straightforward manner. Great job, StreamYard. I think that's actually one of my favorite things about StreamYard, the way it just puts everything you need all in one place. Because when you're streaming to multiple platforms on a lot of other software, they don't all gather all the comments for you and allow you to respond all from one window. Mm-hmm. That's one of the things I really like about it. And I would also say that one of the things that you should know about StreamYard is how you're going to stream to multiple platforms. So there's two ways to stream to platforms. Let's talk about both of them. The first way is the easiest way. On StreamYard, you can add destinations to your streams. I'm actually going to bring up a screen so that I can see, so I can explain it correctly. So on StreamYard, once you've created your account, by the way, StreamYard, they don't have traditional logins. Most people have logins with like usernames and passwords, but on StreamYard, their login is a two-step process. You go to their site, you put in your email address, and then it sends you a login code that gives you admin access to your StreamYard profile. So they don't have stored passwords. They just have the email system for logging in, which is good because then you can also share your admin privileges with people pretty easily. All right, so when you get in your dashboard, you're going to see on the left-hand side, you'll see the StreamYard logo. You'll see it says broadcast and destinations. Now, broadcasts are broadcasts that you have planned. Destinations are places where you can stream to. Okay, so in destinations, it will list all of the places that you have authorized to stream. For me, I stream to my personal Facebook profile sometimes. I stream to Facebook pages that I've created. I stream to Facebook groups. I also stream to YouTube. I can stream to LinkedIn. I could stream to Twitter, which is the Periscope streaming, and I can also stream to Twitch. Those are streaming platforms that are integrated into StreamYard. StreamYard, yeah, basically they can stream to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Those are integrated. But StreamYard, you can also do a custom RTMP. Now, RTMP, I actually forget what that is an acronym for, but here's what it is. When you're streaming on a service, every service has a RTMP key that goes with it that activates its streaming. For instance, like you can get an RTMP key that from YouTube, you can get one from Twitch. What an RTMP key does is when you put it in an application that can utilize that to start a stream, for instance, OBS Studio is one of those where you can enter an RTMP key, and if it matches your Twitch account, you can stream to Twitch. So you can give your RTMP key to anybody, and they can stream to your platform if you give your key away, which you probably shouldn't do. But the reason that that's important is because any platform that StreamYard doesn't have like a handshake or integrated method to work with, you can still stream to that using the RTMP server. Now, when you stream using the RTMP server or the RTMP key, there's no guarantees that you're going to get comments also streamed back to you. I don't know that it works for everything, but I do know that it works for some platforms. It just depends on what their particular setup is on that side. All right, so last thing I want to talk about is how to add or broadcast, and then how to add streaming destinations. Let's talk about broadcast first. So with StreamYard, you can just go to your StreamYard dashboard and immediately start a broadcast. When you start a broadcast, it will ask you to name the broadcast, and it'll also ask you where you want to stream your broadcast. You can stream to your destinations. If you don't want to stream to your destinations and you just want to record your broadcast, you can actually choose not to pick any destinations, and then you can skip that section, and then you can record only. Then basically you're having a private session where this is actually great for doing a podcast in particular, where you're having a private session with someone and you can record that private session no matter where they are, and use all the StreamYard doodads. Let's call them doodads. They're really features. That's the word you should probably use. But doodads if you're from the South and you're 95 years old. All right, so then you can use all of those doodads while you're doing your recording, and then you can download the recording at the end. Also, StreamYard automatically records any live stream that you're doing and stores it for, I believe, 2 weeks now. It used to be 1 week. Now I think it's 2 weeks. So anytime you stream on StreamYard, you have about 2 weeks to download your recording, and then you can have a full, I think, 720p recording of your stream. I don't think at this time it actually records in 1080p, but I might double check that because I know they recently made an upgrade. So, all bets are off. It could happen. Then, nice doodads. Thanks, Brandon. Brandon says nice doodads. And then when you are, your broadcasts can be live. You can record them. You can also plan a broadcast ahead of time. So you can schedule a broadcast for later when you're going through the setup window. And when you're scheduling a broadcast for later, you can even add your own thumbnail. So like if you schedule a broadcast for later and you're broadcasting, say, on YouTube and Facebook, you can upload a thumbnail and StreamYard will send those thumbnails to YouTube and Facebook for you so that those are placeholders for your broadcast. It's actually really great because then people who want to be part of that broadcast can just like the broadcast, say, on Facebook or YouTube, and then they get a notification when the broadcast starts, which is one of the things, again, that I like about StreamYard. Well, I'm really singing StreamYard's praises.
They should pay you.
What?
They should pay you. You should get a sponsorship.
Yeah, you're right. I should totally get a sponsorship. And I want to wrap up on this all this talk about StreamYard by just talking about how to add more destinations. So when you're on your dashboard and you're about to add a destination, all you have to do is go to the upper right-hand corner. There's a big blue button that says Add a Destination. Really simple. When you click on the Add a Destination, it asks you to pick a destination, whether it be a Facebook page, Facebook group, Facebook profile, LinkedIn page, event profile, YouTube channel, Twitter, or Twitch. You pick that, and then if you have access to that platform, if you're already logged in, it's very easy. You can just say give StreamYard permission, and they will get permission. If not, you have to log into your platform. If it's a Facebook page rather than your profile, you have to pick which page. If you are the moderator on several pages, it is pretty simple, and it leads you through fairly easily. And there is a help button along the way when you start trying to add a platform in case you don't know how to add it. And through the help button, it gives you a little tutorial. Anyway, I think that is about everything you need to know about doing StreamYard. So if you have any questions, now's the time to ask. But if you don't, we are going to end the section where we're talking about StreamYard, and then we're going to move on to talking about the second half. They should give you dollars or stuff for free.
Yes, about that.
Sure, that sounds great. All right. Anyway, so finally, if you would please follow us on all social media, you can find us at Arts Academy Podcast on all social media, and Alt Arts Academy as well. Right? No, wait, are we Arts Academy Podcast? Oh, no, we're All Arts Academy on all social media.
Yeah, All Arts
Academy Podcast.com.
Is the website,
right.
Yes.
It's because there's a school attached to our podcast. So, but you can find us at artsacademypodcast.com, Alt Arts Academy on all social media. Please check us out. We love to hear your questions, and people have asked us questions, and we made entire episodes about them. One of my favorite things that has happened through this podcast is I know that more than one person has actually gotten a loan from the Small Business Administration as an artist from listening to this podcast. And if you are an artist and coronavirus is really hurting your checkbook, I would suggest that you go back and listen to that episode about how to get a Small Business Association loan as an artist or a freelancer.
Please visit altartsacademy.com.